On this episode, websites. Man, we're still continuing the conversation. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Show. This is the internet's only dental show where we're talking about what matters most in marketing. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is a special episode. We're episode 79, but we're a continuation of episode 78 where we sat down with the 88 team, these guys behind me, and we discussed how we build websites. So if you're just coming across this episode, you may want to go back and watch 78, but here's episode 79. Let's continue the conversation.
I know, Joe, going back to you here for a second, because at the beginning of this company, I think our first 3 sites were not mobile responsive, not mobile, not responsive, but we quickly kind of made that decision from the start. Why was that important? Why is that a key part of what we do today?
Sure. Well, I don't know if we all know, but a lot of us know that around 2014, there was starting to be more people browsing the internet on their mobile phones than on their desktop computers. So it has just become really critical that you make websites that work great on mobile devices because that's what people are looking at. And I think nowadays about 75% of internet usage happens on a mobile device. It's not all the web, but that's where the eyes are. So I think if you're making a website that looks amazing on a desktop and then you've got to pinch around on your screen, on your phone to try to get somewhere, I think people are just gonna swipe left and get out of there.
Yeah. So we're building the site. Carl, in your opinion, site's 100% done. What is it? What's the number one goal? What's it supposed to accomplish when it's all said and done?
I mean, it's all about the audience, right? It's all about the market and people who arrive at the site, that they get a sense of what this practice is about and that they're interested in that. I mean, that's the end goal. It's not how we feel about the site. It's not, in a sense, even how the doctor or the practice feels about the site. It's about how the audience feels about the site, how they interact with it. And the goal is them. Yeah. It's all about them. We're speaking to them. The practice is speaking to them.
Yeah. What's interesting too is it's important to build a site that we know can continue to evolve and be updated as well. It's not build a site, put it up, leave it, and we're done. Janet, why is that important to consider that when you're building a site?
The website, has to be ever changing, just like any of your online presence on social media. There's constantly changes to your hours, your address, even pictures need updated. There's a constant change, and that has to be easily accessible. And I think our team does a really good job of updating stuff right away and getting your information, the right information to your audience.
Yeah.
And kind of going off of that, a website is a huge investment, and you don't want to make a huge investment and then it's after a year it's already outdated and you're kind of stuck with it and you have to start all over again. It's almost like building blocks. It's somewhere to start, and it gets better with time.
It's an ongoing conversation too. You are communicating yourself, your practice too. Yeah. And so obviously, as things shift in your practice, you want to make those changes so that others know, what's going on.
Yeah. Jeff, last question. A great website is form. We talk about this all the time. Yeah. Form and function. It's art and science. Is it possible to accomplish both?
Yes, it is possible. It takes a team to do all this. It takes a great architect to be able to design all that, combine all the elements. But I'll go back to the content has to be authentic. And then if the content is authentic, absolutely.
Yeah. So last round of questions to everybody. We'll start with Jeff since he kind of answered it. But if you had to pick one key to building a great website, let's say they're not going to use us.
Oh, okay.
They're going to go build their own website, and they're like, give me the one thing I need to do to make this website good.
You gotta have content.
So for your perspective, get the photography, get the content right.
Get the photography, the content, the video, get it right, and get it first.
Okay. Caroline, what do you think?
For me, I think thinking through the story and how that affects the flow of the site. I mean, that's what's going to captivate somebody. That's what's going to capture their attention is the story behind that. So make sure that your voice is in the story and the flow of the site makes sense from that. So it's gonna lead with your team. It's gonna walk through that experience, and it's gonna end with how to contact you because that's your story. And if you want to get them involved, then that's going to make sense. And everything from your website has to flow from that.
Yeah, good. Joe?
I mean, Jeff took mine, I think.
She took mine too.
Yeah.
So.
I really feel like amazing photography is like our not so secret sauce.
Yeah.
So, I think you could have no web development skills at all and just get on Squarespace and make a site with amazing photos, great text on it, and you're like, 80% of the way there.
Yeah.
Clarification though, that 80% is not enough.
Yeah, I mean that extra 20%.
That extra 20%.
That's what makes the difference.
Makes the button go.
Yeah.
It's like,
But the truth is,
it
like,
is.
if we're talking about a do-it-yourself project,
Right.
like, unless you happen to be or know a really amazing photographer and know a really amazing writer, it's not going to happen. And it's so hard to talk about yourself.
It's
Um,
impossible.
yeah.
But the difference in the click is usually good versus great, right?
right.
Yeah, and we do great.
Right.
Great's good.
Granted, we're not in
Yeah.
business to do good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good line. We're not in business to do good. Ratcliffe, what do you think?
I'm with Joe and Jeff. It's like,
Photography.
Yeah, photography is it. I mean, it's you start building a website. It's garbage in, garbage out. You
Yeah.
know, so like you start with quality stuff, you're gonna get quality results.
Yeah. Janet, what do you think?
Quality is really important. I think authenticity in what you put out there is a big deal, and the right information for people to actually find you. So whatever that takes, definitely have images of yourself, faces, and make it real and authentic to you.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
So you could have great photography, but if nobody finds you too, what does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay, Carl.
I would say connection.
Okay.
You have to connect your story with their story. And so your site has to answer the questions they're asking.
Yeah.
There's got to be a connection there. It can't just be, hey, this is what we do. Kind of like a spewing of information or data or that sort of thing.
That's so true.
You have to
Oh my
connect
gosh.
people.
That's amazing.
Your story and their story.
That's why it's just blowing your mind.
It's totally. He's totally right because we're
Yeah.
looking for this new church, and I just had someone tell us about it, and I literally when I clicked on their song, we're gonna try it out next Sunday because I was it connected immediately
Yeah.
because already has got predisposed thoughts to religion and all this good stuff.
Let's get into that.
Let's get into that.
How do you actually feel about going back to church
It's the
on
next
Sunday?
episode.
Yeah.
On next episode.
Next
How does it feel about it?
Jeff goes to church.
Oh, can we do a current situation?
I'm losing
Oh
my
God.
religion in the background.
I love it.
That's me in the corner.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
Oh, man.
That's so epic.
All right, well, guys, that wraps it up. Right now, it feels like a great episode or two of content. Appreciate your thoughts. Before we close, I always leave everybody with a question of the episode. And so today's question is, does your website represent your practice? Does your website represent your practice? Chances are it may not, but it should. Like, why have we gotten to this point where they don't? Like,
Right.
So it's not something we should put up with or deal with anymore. This month's article, you'll find the link down below. Best place to find me is on Instagram at Joshua Scott. Jay Moore puts that graphic right here, but he hates when I point to it because it's actually going to be under the table. But he's going to make it work. It's right there. And that's it.
That's awesome.
We will see you guys next episode. Thanks.